Welcome to another edition of Stress Less and Live More, powered by Zembrin. And that is really the common thread running through each and every one of our conversations here. How are you making sure you stress less and live more? It is something that each and every one of us care about. And I'm so glad these conversations, powered by Zembrin, are able to help us understand that and also answer that. It's certainly not a one-size-fits-all approach, but through these conversations, we hope that you're able to take lessons here and there about how you can improve your life and you can make certain choices that benefit your lifestyle, and that can all be assisted courtesy of Zembrin. So we've already covered what Zembrin is. We've covered the likes of cognitive clarity and how you can sharpen your mind. And in this episode, we'll be looking at exactly how we break down stress, what it is, and how we can better live more. And I'm glad once again to be joined by the Managing Director of HG and H Pharmaceuticals, Dr. Ralph Teti. Dr. Ralph, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you, Sia. And it's good to see you once again.
Absolutely. And I know when you say you're fine, you really mean it.
I'm calm and focused.
You are my guru of stressing less and living more. So we've covered quite a lot in these conversations so far, and I'm very excited to be continuing these conversations, making notes, because I'm learning really a cornerstone on how to live more and live better as I stress less. Let's talk about stress. It is a phrase or term that I think a lot of us use, unfortunately, quite often in our lives. Let's just begin by dissecting. What is stress per your professional definition?
I mean, in one of the earlier episodes, we talked about how Zembrin works in the brain, and it's the ability for it to inhibit the serotonin reuptake inhibitor, which generally...
that's my favorite term that I can never pronounce.
The serotonin reuptake inhibitor, which generally produces a calming effect in your body. But over and above that, once you calm, the ability to be focused and execute. And that's also where the resilience comes in. How Zembrin sort of separates itself from its competitors is that, one, Zembrin it's quick acting. The interesting thing about reishi mushroom is that it helps promote sleep. The thing with Zembrin, we typically advise that Zembrin is taken in the morning because of the focus effects, because although it keeps you calm, it keeps you focused. Now, to keep someone focused, what actually happens in the body is that there's a blood rush activity into the amygdala portion of your brain that activates your attention. It's a very high energy, intense burning process. So what normally happens is that by the time you go to bed at night, you're exhausted. Right? So Zembrin doesn't promote, obviously medically and clinically, like I said earlier, we can't do clinical studies in the young and in certain segments like pregnant women. But anecdotally, there's evidence to support that, the Khoisan people had chewed skeletal tourism as early as infancy. And it takes them all through to their elderly days in life.
Yes. You mentioned Scletium tutorium, and that is available in pill form, right?
Yes.
Or in supplement form.
In supplement form. And this is also a very important point. This customer that's also based in the USA. I like the fact that they chose to label their product Scletium, but made with Zembrin. The important point here is that not all Scletium is the same. So two people could grow Scletium, one in a controlled environment, one in the wild or uncontrolled environment. The chemistry, the outcome can be totally different. I did touch in one of the earlier episodes that we only propagate the cultivar that, generates calm focus. There is another cultivar that's on the market that gives you a sense of euphoria, which is used in the entertainment industry. So it's important for consumers to know that if you're looking out for Scletium, they have to make sure that it's made with Zembrin. And typically we do get, as part of our trademark licensing agreement, we do get our customers to include Zembrin on their label as well, to serve as a differentiator. And also, if they so wish, make use of the Sun Council logos